Welcome to the Channel 15 Sports Munger Vision. You're at the big one, MSJ Rutland. Yes, Rutland football on Munger Vision. I know it. What a shocker that is. Rob Dorian going to take the kickoff, and Rutland will be in their whites. They're on the road. They got the red trim. The Raiders very recognizable. And of course, MSJ with their green jerseys, very traditional gold helmets. And it's in the rain. It's been raining all night through the day. But I got to tell you, I walked across the field a couple times. It's draining well. It seems to be, at this point, holding up. And very sparse crowd on hand for a Rutland MSJ game, maybe 1,000 people off the top of my head. So Dorian will get set, and he'll be kicking off, and he'll have Cussell and Mercado back there for MSJ. The 2007 version is underway. A high kick will be taken just about the 15-yard line, and they're looking for a center return, and Cussell will fight forward towards the 35. I think it'll be the 34-yard line, and that's where MSJ will take over offensively to get this thing going. And of course, Willie Hanukkah will come out, and he's their senior quarterback, starting quarterback, and he's played on their most recent state championship team, and he'll be number 10. And of course, in the backfield, we saw last week especially, they featured Colin McCormick, and they moved Cussell to the fullback position. So we'll see what they'll come up for an alignment today. And this will be the first play from scrimmage for the 2007 MSJ Rutland football game. They'll start with the I formation. Mercado's deep on this side. He's a wide out on this side, and he's been the big play guy for MSJ. And they'll try the pitch play. They'll come to McCormick. He wants to get to the outside. There's pursuit, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. Coming up on the corner, and then a flag coming down, and I believe that will be against Rutland High School. That was John Bassett that came in number 2 and made the tackle, and then the flag came in well after the tackle, and I think it's going to be going in MSJ's favor here. Yeah, and then we'll tack on some yardage now for the Mounties. I know, players are a little juiced, a little pumped up, a lot of adrenaline flowing right now, and nothing vicious, just a flag, and they'll move the ball forward to the, here, we'll watch them march it off here, because it was a dead ball fall, so it's where the tackle took place after the loss, and he'll move it forward to the 40, well, let's round it off, call it the 45-yard line. And it's Stevie Morrow that made the call out there for first offensive play, first foul of the game, penalty of the game, and we are seeing MSJ now. One thing MSJ's got to do is just have more offensive plays today than they've had in their past games. They've been a big 3-and-out team, and they really need to have some time of possession offensively. There's the pitch play back to McCormick, opposite side. He's going to take a bump cut inside and dive back and be just shy of getting back to the 45. He'll lose a yard on the play, and they'll bring up 2nd and 11. Again, when you start looking at that line out there for MSJ, your center course is Chris Reedy, then Louis Altabel, number 54. Number 68 is Sexton. He's played very well. He's also their punter. Talking about Ben Sexton out there. Of course, his brother Tom played on the most recent MSJ championship team. Scholdice is out there. 59, McCarthy. Scholdice is 61. Nolan Rhodes is 85. Eric Ladebush, 81. Brendan Mercado is number 2. I mentioned the backfield. It stayed with Cussell and McCormick and Hanukkah. Oh, he's under pressure, being chased, and just gets rid of it. And he has Rhodes out in the vicinity. That's why there'll be no flag on the play. And Rutland with good pressure in the backfield. And again, if you're just tuning in late, it's MSJ Rutland in the rain from St. Peter's Field. And MSJ looking at a 3rd and 11. The big play so far offensively was the penalty on the Raiders. Move the ball forward for MSJ. They've tried a couple sweep plays in that screen pass, and we'll see what they'll come up with now. Like I said, when they've had the big pass play, it's been to Mercado, number 2. And most of those really have just been short passes. He's been able to make a lot of yardage after he catches the ball. Very athletic young man. He's in the slot, McCormick in motion. They'll come to McCormick on the pitch, and he's going to try to make the first tackler miss. He'll pick up the yard, and we'll have MSJ punting the ball away here from their own 45-yard line. And it'll be Sexton that will go back and get ready to kick the ball. Now, he's steadily improved throughout the season. His kicks have been getting a lot more hang time, a little more distance. But in this weather condition with the rain, what you're worried about is getting a good snap from center back there. Well, you worry about that all the time, but the elements will make that more difficult now. And Reedy with a long look, and Reedy will get it there. No pressure, and a little knuckleball. Going to bounce kick, go to the 30. To the 25 and out of bounds, call it the 26. So Rutland will take over offensively on the 26-yard line. And really ended up not being a bad kick for as ugly as it was. But again, it's been raining steady, raining now. And Chip Fort, the head coach at MSJ, That Rutland coaching staff has Mickey Caligiuri, Jake Eaton, Jerry Caruso, Pat Abatel, John Wallet, Tim Paquette, Steve Walb, and Neben Gross. And MSJ again on the defense for the first time today. Against Altavell 54, Schuldai 61, Nullback 75, and Sexton 68, and Dorian under center for Rutland High School. Didn't start the season at quarterback, but it's the quarterback now. They'll run the pitch wide, and big hit, and fumble on the play! Ball was fumbled! Mounties are fighting for it on the bottom of the pile. They say they've got it, and the first big turnover comes. It's going to be MSJ with the recovery. That was Justin McCormick trying to bring the ball wide. And then the ball popped free, and the Mounties will have it at the Rutland. Well, it looks like it's going to be spotted at the 22-yard line. And this is something they haven't been able to do all year, is create a turnover, but then capitalize after they do get the few turnovers they have this year. And this is a great opportunity right here. I mean, this is a huge underdog at MSJ, and they're looking and needing to capitalize right now. Hanukkah and the Mounties. And there's the flag, and it'll be a pass interference call. They're looking for Ladabush, number 81. And a second flag comes in. And the second flag came in way after the play. This will be interesting. Let's see what happens. There's the first call, interference. Stevie Morrow. And that should move him down. Now, all the flags are picked up, and it could be for the same call, but the second flag just came in late. So 2 penalties on Rutland here in the opening quarter of play, and it'll come just outside the 10-yard line, which means MSJ can pick up a first down without getting a touchdown. It looks actually to be at the 12-yard line. Again, they're looking for Ladabush. I'm a little surprised. They've already thrown 3 times here in tough conditions to throw the ball, and they'll give it to the second back through McCormick, going forward, dives forward, and will be inside the 10, at the 9, possibly the 8-yard line for MSJ. Mounties coming in with that 0-8 record. Ladabush will be shuffled in, but between Ladabush and Yanni Kalahara, number 88, they usually bring the plays in that way. And something MSJ really hasn't used a lot in their past selections this year is the tight end. We've yet to see Rhodes really get involved in the offense, or tight end, or whoever's playing tight end this year, and this will be a good spot inside the 10. And Chris Reedy is your center, and quick hand. Oh, that's stuffed. That is stuffed and driven back, and there's the whistle. And Kussel might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be close to almost a no-gainer. And that'll bring up a third down for MSJ. And again, Kalahari coming in, number 88 for the MSJ squad. MSJ got the ball on the opening kickoff. Picked up a roughing penalty on Rutland High School. Then unable to pick up the first down, punted the ball away, and in Rutland's first play, they tried to run a sweep with McCormick. He fumbled, and the Mounties recovered inside the red zone. Yeah, and they went to McCormick, a little counter play, and that's, again, just well defended. Rutland High School on that defensive line. A lot of size, a lot of subs coming in, a lot of fresh legs. MSJ very small on our offensive line, both with subs and with just body size and body weight. And they're going to go for it on 4th down. See if they try to get Haddock outside the pocket and give him the option of either, the sprint pass or the run on that side. But they're going for it on 4th down, and really a no-brainer here. So they'll get set and get Mercado in tight on the slot. He is the slot receiver with Ladabush on the wide side. And Haddock is going to tuck it in, keep it, roll, and he is going to put his head down and bowl forward, and Rutland will take over on downs as number 81 for the Raiders, Ryan Kelly, will make the tackle and brought him down. So MSJ, again, got the turnover and could not capitalize and turn that into points. So now you got to look at maybe they'll have to battle for the field position, try to hold Rutland down in this end of the field and get position back on a kick. So Rutland High School will have their second offensive series. The first one lasted the 1 play, and then the fumble by McCormick. Again, Rob Dorian's your starting quarterback. He wears number 8. McCormick is 10. Brandon LaFaso is number 20. He's another running back out there. And again, Dorian last year was their big play receiver, and They'll give the ball off, and MSJ will take it, string it out. McCormick, McCarthy, Battagliano, and Cussell there for MSJ. Can the MSJ defense, now other than the Mount Anthony game, the MSJ defense has played very respectable all season long. They just have to face an awful lot of offensive plays from the opposite team. That's one thing that hurts them and wears them down. Plus, it just increases the odds, that the other team's going to get yardage and score on you if you're just constantly playing defense. I'll set the rest of that Rutland starting offense for you in just a second. Jeff Perry out there, number 5, and he didn't get the carry, but getting a good stop by the Mountie defense. 3rd and 3 on the play, 3rd and 2.5 actually. But for Rutland High School, they're starting. They had, again, 8 was Dorian, 10 was McCormick, 20 LaFaso, 21 is Hakeem Evans, number 34 is Connor Beerworth, 55 is Ryan Garrow. He's the starting guard. Starting tackles Matt Theriot, he's number 65. Center is Chris Kernan, number 75. 77 is Peterson, 78 is Stewart, and 88 is Baker. He's the tight end. And they're going to just go right up, and he's going to have it. He'll have the first down, and see the ball pop free well after the contact, and the play was down and blown dead, and then Rutland will have it right on the 20-yard line. So they're able to grind it out of the shadows of their end zone and get a first down, their first down of the ball game. Again, one of the smallest crowds I've ever seen for a Rutland MSJ game, whether I participated or just came as a fan or taped it. And Connor Beerworth in the backfield now behind the quarterback, Rob Dorian. And Dorian going to drop back to pass, lops it down the field, and just overthrows his tight end Baker. He had McCormick, 31, and Cussell there on him defensively, and they had a nice job of covering Baker. Andrew Baker, number 88, the tight end for Rutland. That'll go as an incomplete pass, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. And again, Channel 15 located at the Building 24 in the House Center. Their website's www.pegtv.com. Their phone number is 747-0151. And all through the month of November, you can watch tape delay replay of the Halloween Parade and the really big show number 12. So a lot of entertainment coming up on the month of November on Channel 15. And Dorian in the shotgun this time, and they got Carmody up in the slot. Dorian just going to use athletic ability. He's going to get outside. He's going to turn the corner. Cussell on the angle will drive him out of bounds after a big gain near midfield, called the 49-yard line of Rutland. So, again, when you have an athlete like Dorian, you just want to get him out there one-on-one with the defenders and let him just do his thing. And he did right there, and it turned into a first down and a big gain, and it'll be just shy of midfield. And Tom Leipold, the program director at Channel 15, wants me to always tell you and remind you, and I do tell you, got to tell Tom, I do say this every broadcast. Saturday, starting at 4 o'clock, our games of the week played on Channel 15. That's Saturdays at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. You can start watching all the games that have been handed in, whether by me or somebody else or whatever, and they'll hand it off inside, and Beerworth steeps his balance, goes forward, and will be dropped at the MSJ 43. So Rutland with a good march here on their second offensive possession. Remember, it started at around the 8-yard line, and they've worked the ball out now to the MSJ, I think officially be the 44-yard line. It was Beerworth on the carry. For the Mounties coming, it'll be number 71, Ryan Ritter. And he's about the largest player they have on their roster. Like I said, small numbers as far as people on the team and small physically in size out there, MSJ is. And again, the crowd's starting to feel a little better now. There's a pitch play to McCormick, and he wants to take it to the outside. Brought down. Sexton had him by the feet, dragged him down, and they strung that out. And the ball will end up inside the 40. That'll be a first down. That will move the chains. See what we can pick up out there. I already mentioned number 59 is McCarthy for MSJ. He'll make the defensive call in the huddle. 50 is Carmody, John Carmody. Number 85 is Nolan Rhodes. 54 for MSJ is Louis Altabel. 75 is Justin Nalbach. Ryan Ritter is number 71. McCormick is 31. Battagliano 25. Mercado number 2. And Cussell is number 32. There's Dorian in a shotgun. There's the motion by Beerworth. And there's a snap. And again, they're just going to let him do his thing. Give him the ball deep, let him run up the middle, and they'll never get him. Touchdown, Rutland. Dorian just took the snap, just like a direct snap, brought it down inside, and it'll be 6-0 Raiders. And that happened 4:51 to go, and they went a long way down the field. Remember, they started this from inside the MSJ 10. And that will give them the lead in the 2007 game. The first score came by Rob Dorian. And now he'll stand. If you'll see him marking the tee, he'll have the kick here. You know, and again, you know, to state the obvious on paper, it's, I guess the cliche would be David Goliath. Would be take a mammoth effort by MSJ to, I don't want to say pull off a win, but just stay competitive. And again, it all turns around. They've got to have more offensive plays today than they have in the past against other teams this season. And you can see holding the ball on the tee will be John Bassett as Dorian will get set. Trying to make it 7-0 Rutland. He's up and he is perfect. It'll be 7-0 Rutland with 4:51 to go in the first quarter play from St. Peter's Field on Munger Vision. His name a lot, just kicked the extra point, scored the touchdown. Now he'll kick the ball off, and it's high and it's a little bit short. It'll be about the 25-yard line. Mishandled by Sexton, picked up by Cussel, trying to bring it wide. It's going to be brought down around the 26-yard line. You know, as good as an athlete at football and basketball as Robbie Dorian is, his passion's for baseball. He wants to play college baseball, and he went to a couple of very intense big-time camps this summer. And yeah, his dad gave me the report. I mean, he really impressed the people out in those baseball camps. Of course, he was just wonderful to watch in Legion baseball this past summer, and to be that gifted, and like I said, all the sports he excels at, but boy, he's a baseball guy. So MSJ playing from uphill again, down 7-0 with 4:45 to go in the first quarter. And again, they got to string together some yardage here and get some first downs, and they moved the pile forward. They will have picked up a couple of yards, possibly 2. Close enough, call it 2 yards, but Rutland's defense right there to make the stop. And I know that by the time we air this, well, maybe the Halloween parade wouldn't have taken place, but congratulations to Mill River's Nikki Rao. She was elected the queen of the parade, and she hails from Mill River Union High School. And while we're on it, congratulations to Kevin Randy's Mill River Union High School boys squad winning the regular season MVL title and making it to this point to the semifinals, maybe further. But exciting game against Union 32 McCormick. He's got a little space, so turn it up inside. Boy, that speed on the Rutland defense. Close that hole down quick. But he'll make it 3rd and doable, 3rd and 3 yards for MSJ. Getting Willie Haddock, the senior quarterback, number 10 out there. He's got the white cleats on today, white shoeing it. 3:47 o'clock running first quarter, 7-0 to Rutland. Laddebush 81 coming in with the play. He'll give it to Haddock. He'll go to the wristband and he'll announce it out to the huddle. They'll break the huddle. Not calling it a must get first down, but they really do need not to get the ball right back. Remember that MAU game? It was 28-0 after 6 minutes of play. McCormick. First down MSJ and brought down by Bassett near the 44. McCormick up the middle. Nice block that time. A little trap block. And it worked well. And MSJ will pick up the first down. And McCormick, remember his brother Ian played here when Todd Martineau was the quarterback, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher. Ian, of course, we'll see him for, we'll see Colin McCormick come up the hockey season for Chris Crew. We're just talking about that. Hockey season for the Mounties. They're looking forward to it. Should have a good team this year, but first down for the Mounties and the direct handoff, and he'll duck it. Oh, big hit. You could hear the pads popping. And that was number 81, Ryan Kelly for Rutland High School that came up and got flagged down on the far side of the field, and they'll come over and talk to Stevie Morrow. He'll turn to the camera and now begins MSJ, and I do believe that's the first penalty on the Mounties. Rutland with a couple defensively called against them, and this will be a 5-yarder brought back, and yeah, there we go. So I'll make it, yeah, 1st and 15 for MSJ. Again, they really, as the season progressed, they really compacted their playbook. They were running all kinds of over-their-head plays early in the season. Now they've got it. Now they might have to open it up a little bit here in this game because they've ran 4 or 5 times here the same exact formation, same exact play, and Rutland's been able to really key in on it. Plus the fact that Rutland, basically, when they're not playing Saturdays, come and watch every MSJ game. Haddock will duck underneath. No, he's going to be brought down for a loss to the 30-yard line. And getting up will be number 54. That's Logan Crisconco. He was in the backfield for Rutland High School. And that was a big loss all the way back to the round it off, call it the 31-yard line. They have it as a 2nd and 23 with 2:20 to go in the first quarter play. MSJ down 7-0. Rob Dorian with the touchdown run for the Raiders. Well, again, their offense in a position where they're in a vulnerable position to make a big mistake right now, and that's going to be overthrown. He's looking for Nolan Rhodes on a quick little slant in, and the pass was high and over his head. That'll stop the clock with 1:58 to go and set up a 3rd and very long. No, a good play here. This is where I wouldn't want to be an offensive coordinator. But boy, I tell you, big believer in a quick kick. No way back for Rollins. Just punt the ball and get some field position.
Kicker's on the line.
Oh, again, overthrew Rhodes, and that almost could have been picked off. And MSJ really never established himself during the season as either a grinded out running team or a wide open passing team. They kind of just sprinkled a bunch of ingredients in and never really came up with a name for their recipe, and kind of seen that same play call unfold here. I'm surprised how many times they're trying to throw in the ball today with the weather conditions. And so Rutland will get the ball back. Dorian awaits the kick from Sexton, and he'll have a chance. No, he's going to let it hit and die at the 36-yard line. That's where Mercado will watch it, touch it up, and it'll be Rutland back on the offense again. That coaching staff for MSJ has Chip Ford as the head coach, Brian Coombs, Jerry Kuchar, Dave Tibbs, Nate Trainer, and Pat Genovese. Of course, Paulo Canaro is a principal at MSJ, and Marty McDonough is the athletic director. And as mentioned before, the coaching staff for Rutland High School is Mickey Caligiuri, Jake Eaton, Jerry Caruso, Pat Abatel, John Wallet, Tim Paquette, Steve Wolf, Neiman Gross. And again, in position where MSJ's defense came up with one big play already. Oh, we got a flag. This will be the 3rd penalty. If it's on Rutland, it'll be their 3rd penalty of the first quarter. And I'm looking for Steve. There he is. He'll turn and on the defense. So the Mounties will pick up a dead ball foul, an encroachment penalty, and that'll move the ball forward. And boy, I tell you, it's little things that lead up to an 0-8 season. And unforced mistakes, something simple as lining up over the ball. Just like that. I formation and McCormick and Beerworth back there, and it's going to be McCormick, and good explosion off the ball. Nice push by the line, and they'll bring up a 2nd down and just about 2 yards. Again, that first Saturday in November 3rd at the Paramount Theater. It'll be the really big show number 12. It's a talent show, a fundraiser for the United Way of Rutland County, and you get your tickets by going to the Paramount Theater in person or on their website.
Me too.
They'll get set. Same alignment. Beerworth, the up back, and fumbled the snap. There's a big scramble for the ball, and MSJ will come up with a 2nd fumble of the ball game. They got a flag down. The flag will be on Rutland for coming up. It's going to be against the Raiders, yeah. The tailback came up out of his stance and settled down. And so the fumble will stand. It'll be the 2nd fumble and the 2nd fumble recovery. Rutland with 2 fumbles, MSJ both recoveries. But again, it comes back to here's a chance to capitalize on a turnover. MSJ unable to do that the first time. They were in the red zone the first time. They're going to take over at the 46-yard line this time. And at some point, if they're really going to be in the ball game, they've got to take advantage here. It'll be interesting to see the first play call of this series. Gussel hasn't gotten a lot of work all season long, number 32. They're going to bring Mercado in motion. They'll go to McCormick. He'll go wide. He's following Cussell. There's the kick-out block. He'll cut inside, and that was a good block by Cussell, but a good job by McCormick of being patient and letting that block actually set up. Then he cut inside it. His head kind of snapped back, and I didn't know at first that there might have been a face mask on the play, but obviously not. He picked up 4 yards. Now, why am I excited about 4 yards? Well, they can do that 2-3 times a series. They'll move the ball. They've had a quarterback sack and a penalty that's really hurt them offensively. Now they're trying to get a clean drive here with just 34 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. And again, McCormick puts his head down, lowers the shoulder, drives forward, and he'll give him a 3rd down and doable. Now, barring a catastrophe on 3rd down, you would think it's 2-down territory to pick up a 1st down. Again, they're going to bring Reedy out, number 65, and I missed who had come in for him at the center position. 6 seconds on the clock, and I think Willie's going to let it run out, and that'll be the first quarter play. It'll be 7-0 Rutland on the running play up the middle by Rob Dorian, and we'll head to the second quarter play from St. Peter's Field. See that they switched ends of the field. They'll be heading in toward the east end zone and towards St. Joseph's Avenue, and again, they're 3rd and 2.5, 3rd and 3, and you would think they would try get the 1st down if they don't succeed here, at least on 2 plays. Fumble coming back, and Haddock is going to be dropped, and there's the catastrophe I was talking about. At least he recovered it, but now they'll be looking at 4th and 11. And they're going to send the punt team on. Yeah, they're going to kick the ball away. I'm looking for Sexton. Yeah, he's dropping back, number 68, Ben Sexton. He'll drop back in punt formation. He is the kicker for MSJ. Again, they recovered the fumble. They were in Rutland territory, and they were unable to advance the ball in for a score. Again, no pressure, and the kick away, and it's going to hit and roll. Good bounce for MSJ inside the 15 to the 11-yard line. That's where Rhodes will touch it up, and that's where Rutland High School will take over. And again, Tom Leopold, the program director at Channel 15, wants you to know on Saturday afternoons at 4 o'clock, he starts whatever sports gets handed in that week. He'll start playing it at 4 o'clock. Games of the week on PEGTV Channel 15. And again, the winter sports season coming up. Going to have CSJ boys and girls basketball, MSJ boys and girls basketball, Mill River boys and girls basketball, and of course West Rutland girls basketball. And the reason they don't do the boys is because Coach Bartlett doesn't want their team on television, so what can you do? And of course MSJ ice hockey. Well, they've gotten the turnovers. This is Perry taking a wide Perry, looking to turn the corner, and he'll cut up inside and end up Carmody will drive him down, but not after, till he picks up that 1st down. And again, Jeff Perry, outstanding athlete. Able to just again use his blockers, and they kept everything going back for him, and he just slid inside the hole. And see McCarthy, 59, out there defensively for MSJ. And of course, I always invite you to watch Sports Speed on PEG TV. It's on Mondays at 4:30, Tuesdays at 5:30, and Thursday nights at 9 p.m. So again, Rutland's starting to rack up the yardage on the field here. It's just the 2 turnovers have stopped them from actually finishing drives off. Perry will be hit and stopped in the backfield this time, and good gang tackling by MSJ. It's Carmody on the top pile, Cussell, but it was McCarthy, 59, who actually made the penetration and made the first hit. And we've had some flags throughout the first half of play. Nothing on that play, but coming out for the ball game for Rutland will be number 80, Jay Smalling. Just the opposite of his name, big size guy. He's coming out, and Rutland run that I formation with 10:21 to go in a half. They lead by 7. They've got the ball, and they're looking to keep this drive going. Dorian will throw it out in the flats, and wet ball, high throw and a wet ball, as he's looking for number 17 on this side, Mark Comstock. Again, slick conditions today. And
Couldn't have been too much more open.
of course, the old story, Comstock played for MSJ last year, and now is at Rutland High School, and that will bring up a 3rd down and 10 yards. 10-13 to go. The only score in the ball game so far coming from Dorian. On a design running play for the quarterback, he was just able to get it up the middle. And there's Comstock on the slant of the corner playing well. Then he ran in, and I don't know if they'll ever catch him. The 2 Mountie players took each other off the play, and Comstock on his old home field will score on a 3rd and 10 on a long pass play. Dorian to Comstock, and touchdown. Yeah, McCormick and Cussell ran into each other and took themselves off the play. No flags down, and it'll be 13-0 the Rutland Raiders with the lead. I think Marty just said 73-yard pass play. You see Dorian lining up the extra point. I'm just writing this down. Comstock, 73 yards. And it makes it 13-0 Rutland. And again, they had awful loose coverage on the corners. On a 3rd and 10, there's a big cushion, and that will be no good. 13-0 Rutland. We'll come back with the kickoff. 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter of play. It's really almost at a position where you can say it's a must move the ball drive. At least get a couple first downs. Dorian will kick off 14-0. Dorian had a touchdown run for the first score. He had a touchdown pass to Comstock of 73 yards on that play. And Rutland up 13. They missed the point after attempt, so it's 13-0 the Raiders. And this will be picked up by Mercado. And again, he's made some big plays for MSJ, and he's going to get to the outside, get the opening, and he'll protect the ball. Nice job of wrapping both arms around the ball. He'll be at the 32-yard line. Not bad starting field position for MSJ. See Hatka coming over to talk to Jerry Kuchar, and he'll relay the plays to Willie, or at least the first play they want to run with. And see Lanabush, number 81, ahead of him. And Chris Reedy is your center, and then you have Bill Scholdice on that line. He is number 61, 59 is Sean McCarthy. Justin Nalbach, 54 is Louis Altabel. And as far as running pass, MSJ's been pretty close to a 60-40 mix. Pretty balanced attack right now. And I see they'll just get the snap and hand up. The line, defensive line just pushed back into the backfield. That'd be a loss on the play. McCormick just barely got the handoff, had nowhere to go with the ball. It'd be a loss, almost 3 yards on the play, setting up again a 2nd and long. And Battagliano will come in for MSJ, number 25 for the Mounties. And that rain's starting to let up now. I think it's actually stopped completely here at St. Peter's Field. Again, now with a 2nd and 13. See what the offensive coordinator, Dave Tibbs, is called for MSJ. They've been recipient of 2 fumbles, and again, nowhere for Hanukkah to have time to throw. He's trying to get to the corner. McCormick will turn and step inside Kernan and breaks 1 tackle, and it'll go out of bounds. He'll go out of bounds at the 35, so that's really just Willie Hanukkah right there being athletic and making something out of what should have been a loss on the play. I'll tell you what, he was scrambling around. He's going to make it a 3-yard pickup past the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 7 now. And see Lanabush coming out. Number 81. They shuffle between Kalahara, Mercado, and Lanabush. Usually the plays come in through the wide receivers. And they're going to bring Lanabush and Mercado on the short side of the field. And from the shotgun, had to go between his 2 running backs, and he's going to air it out, and Mercado dropped it. Oh, it was a beautiful throw. Couldn't have thrown it any better to him, and he cradled it in, and then just with the wet conditions and the contact, dropped it at the Rutland 35-yard line. Would have been a big play and a first down. That was a fantastic throw from Hanukkah. He put the air under the ball and let him, and the center of the field was open, and Mercado just went down the seam. And been that kind of year. They do something right, and it ends up not working out right. Yeah, just a perfect throw. Sexton, no pressure that time. We'll get it deep, and Dorian will go for the return. He's trying to get past Rhodes. Rhodes will string it out. Dorian with the corner. Big hit from behind, and Dorian will cut back to the inside, keep his balance, and I don't think they're going to get him. Rob Dorian will go in, and he's been involved. Oh, flag back here. Okay. Oh, lots of whistles blowing, and there's a flag back where that big hit took place. Let me find Steve. Yeah, this could be coming back. Yeah, they're going to. Yeah, I think it was a block against Rhodes is where they made the call. But again, how explosive this Rutland team is. Look all the hold. So the Mounties will get a second chance. A little reprieve here, and that 3rd touchdown will be called back. And again, a very very not typical Rutland style play. They've had some fumbles, penalties, and a lot of mistakes here in this first half, but they lead 13-0, and we have an MSJ timeout with 8:33 to go in the half. By either side here in this ball game, and McCormick made a nice little step out and staying with the tackle is Cussell. Oh, he didn't buy any of the fakes and took him down. Nice job by Richie Cussell, number 32 for MSJ. But when they move the markers, it's still almost a pickup of 5 yards for McCormick and the Raiders. You see Carmody coming over, number 15, retired right to head coach Chip Fort. Rutland breaks the huddle quickly here, and they want to get the play off. This is Perry. Perry taking it wide. Perry's got the corner. Oh, he's got a lot of space. He'll spin forward and have it over the 45 to the 46-yard line of Rutland High School. Again, Raiders could see the MSJ defense was not really set there, and they got the play off quick. And see, even when Rutland's fumbled or had the penalties take back big plays, it hasn't hurt them. They've been able to overcome it. They've scored a touchdown on the ground, one through the air. They've missed one extra point, and they're at 13-0 right now, and driving again in the first half of play. 7:48 to go in the second quarter. Oh, look at that. Look at the hole. Look at the running hard. Bounce forward, and he's going to be in MSJ territory. And that's Dave Boynton. Of course, Dave Boynton saw him play for Jimmy Shortle, 7th, 8th grade tackle football programs on Munger Vision, and you can see how hard he runs there. So Boynton, number 30, getting the run. Let's say hi to his dad, Puppy. They're going to bring Nall back in, number 75 on MSJ defense, to replace Hanukkah, number 10. Again, the Raiders in MSJ territory, and looking to pump up that lead. It's at 13 right now. That's Beerworth, and the offensive line was, before he had any contact, he's like 5 yards deep past line of scrimmage, and the offensive line really doing a good job of blocking right now. Again, that offensive line started, they had number 55, Ryan Garrow, number 65, Matt Theriot, number 75 is their center, Chris Kernan, like to say hi to his mom and dad. Number 77, Ethan Peterson. Justin Stewart is 78, and 88 is Andrew Baker. He's the tight end on the play. And the Raiders will break the huddle, and the rain's starting to drizzle a little bit coming down. Again, it had a little break from it earlier on, but again, the field in very good condition. Of course, it's St. Peter's Field. It takes the water and wear very well. Second back through, and hole was blocked up going in the middle. McCormick will bring it wide. He'll fall forward and end up making positive yardage. Again, good job of improvising the main hole where he's supposed to run. A lot of green there, and so he just kicked it to the outside and again picked up the first down. And this try will bring the ball down inside the 25-yard line, called the 24-yard line of MSJ. Raiders in the red and white, MSJ in the green and gold. This is the 2007 version. Rutland, or MSJ coming in at 0-8. And Ryan Ritter, 71, came in defensively for MSJ in the backfield. Long snap count. Dorian's going to keep the ball, and he's looking, and he's just, he got it over the top of the defender, Vitagliano to Baker, and he'll be brought down. The tight end. Again, nice touch on the ball from Dorian. Yeah, and I'm waiting for the spot. I can't see past the window jam down on that end. Ritter involved in the tackle, I heard. Long way for him to go, and that'll be another first down. It'll be at the, looks like they're going to spot it just outside the 10-yard line. So the Rutland squad, if they don't get a touchdown, can pick up a first down without getting a touchdown. Again, they're looking to go up by 3 scores here on this drive. I'll give it to Perry, and he's got a hole. See the hole? He'll cut inside, and he's going to be brought down short, but on a first down run in the red zone, that's a good job right there. Yeah, Louis Altabell involved in the tackle, and Rich Cussell. And so Rutland, first down-wise, is less than a yard away from picking up a first down, and that makes them just a little, probably about 2 yards away from picking up a touchdown. Again, they fumbled twice, didn't get hurt by it either time. Yeah, again, they're going to that I formation backfield. And Dorian will give it to McCormick, and he'll have a touchdown. Yeah, he basically had huge hole to go through, and he had a touchdown for Rutland. And right now it stands at 19-0 Rutland. We'll see if they go for the 2-point conversion, trying to make up for that one extra point that they'd missed on the kick. And when they decide that, I'll just mark down it. My paperwork on that. So they've had 2 running touchdowns and 1 long touchdown reception. Well, it was a short pass and a long run. It was a 73-yard play when they were finished. And again, Dorian, quarterback, coming in, and he also is the kicker, so I'm not really sure. I think he's going to go for the 2-point conversion here. And they're going to line it up. So with 4:53 to go in the half, they're looking to make it 21-0. And MSJ's defense been out there for a lot of plays already. There's the throw, and in open on the corner was Akeem Evans, and that's going to be good. So it'll be 21-0 Rutland, and we'll come back with the kickoff after the fade. Again, Mr. Dorian's going to get worn out here as he gets up for another kick, and that's a good kick. It's going to come down to Mercado. He'll take it deep in MSJ territory, and he's looking for a hole to develop, and he's just bringing it up the sideline. He'll be pushed out at around the 30-yard line.
No, he didn't.
No, and they need to drive. You know, it's stating the obvious, but they need to drive right now. It's 21-0 Rutland. And like I said, on paper, or if you watch the games, or just if you have a pulse, you know, there was an 0-8 squad, really undermanned, struggling this year. MSJ team taking on the Rutland High School team that, like Michigan, I mean, they just, every big player funnels to them, and MSJ needs something positive here to happen on for getting late in the half. We're at 4:47 to go, and trying to get the blocking side. They're going to bring Sexton and Schuldice. They swap spots, and again, Haddock with a single setback now. Cussel's got 3 wide receivers, and he'll go to Cussel, and he's hitting the backfield for a loss and brought down. I can see 78 back there, Justin Stewart, but he was joined by Kelly 81. And there'll be a loss on the play. So if you took the stats, if I had a statistician, if you had the stats on first down plays, MSJ's probably running in the negative yardage right now. They really haven't had good first down plays, and sets them up for like this right here, 2nd and 13. And they're going to come back now. They're going to play Mercado on his wideout, and then on the far side it'll be Ladderbush, number 81, I formation. And but again, just fumble. Ball's on the ground a long time. I think MSJ got in there and got it, but it sat there a long time. I do believe the Mounties did recover it. Yeah, they will have it, but it'll set up a 3rd and call it 13 still. The thing about it, about running more offensive plays, I mean, they're in danger of basically giving the ball right back to the Raiders. They'll have over 3 minutes to go on the clock and a chance to score again before halftime. And now Ladderbush 81. And all season, I know they've just been late getting the plays in to Haddock. Injured players are Scarelia not able to play for MSJ, and then Bizon on the sideline, and of course Raymond 55 with that fractured leg. And they're going to run the pitch, and got that guy hit in the backfield. 23 coming in for Rutland High School, making the play. Again, deep penetration was Kyle Shum, or at least I believe it was 23. Uniform's getting a tad bit muddy now, hard to see the numbers on them, but it'll be 4th. And time for a kick for MSJ, 4th down and long, and they'll have Sexton back there. And again, what he's hoping for is just a good snap right now in these mucky conditions. Yeah, and they had some pressure on him that time. He got it away, and see Dorian, yeah, he'll just back away from it, and they're going to be great field position. He'll have the ball at the 47-yard line. With plenty of time, 2:31 to go. So Rutland will take over on the 47. I can see Beerworth and Perry, 34 and 5 out there respectively. And of course, Dorian will be out to number 8, and it seems like it would be the backfield for the Rutland High School squad. It rained heavily through the night, rained heavy here just about an hour before the start of the ball game, and just sprinkling now, but we have an MSJ taking their 2nd time out with 2:31 to go in the half, down 21. And Dorian off the snap after the timeout will give it to Perry, and you see Nall back in there along with Carmody for the Mounties, and Sexton also getting up there. Again, they line doing a nice job getting good push here, floating off the ball. And they'll pick up 4 yards on that running play, and that'll make up a 2nd and 6. And clock will continue to run with 2:10 to go. Rutland with a couple running touchdowns, a long pass play, 73 yards to be exact. They have a couple extra points, and they got one missed one, then they made a 2-point conversion. See him trying to pick up the pace here, and no, hit the ground, slid into the hands of Cussell, but they had Akeem Evans, 21, open, and the ball just underthrown a tad. And good call by the official there. It did skid off the turf, and then it's up a 3rd and 6. Rutland on the MSJ side of midfield. And then coming out of the ball game right there for the Raiders was number 20, Brendan LaFosse. So he was one of the starting running backs. And of course, Rutland with a bevy of running backs, they can just keep cycling them in there. He pump fakes, drops down, and he tried to take off up the middle, and it'll be brought down short of the 1st down. Now it's just a matter of will he go for it on 3rd and 5 or not. I'm talking about Rutland High School, because it is Rutland High School. It's not one guy on the football team. And they're bringing out the kicker, and that's going to be Baker, and he'll get set to take his, I believe it's first punt of the ball game for Andrew Baker. And the rain really picking up now, again, coming down pretty heavy. And Mercado and Cussell back deep for MSJ. They just need a big play. They need a block punt or a big return, or no, and that's going to take it. And Rutland back should just let it go. Yeah, and that's going to put MSJ back in the hole as it took a Raider bounce. And I'm thinking 6-yard line. I'm just waiting for him to spot it. Yeah, 6-yard line. So the Mountie offense, with time winding down here, will be taking over at the 6-yard line. 1:11 to go before halftime. And see Hanukkah basically right in their end zone coming out to give the play to the offense. So see if they, smart play would be just wrap the ball up, protect it, try to run the clock out, get into halftime, regroup. But we'll see if they want to do something fancy and try to air it out and catch them off guard here. Big thing here is don't turn the ball over this deep in your own territory with not a lot of time left. And yet McCormick was brought down at the 5, and we'll see if Rutland will use some timeouts now. No indication yet that they have. I didn't know if they would try to stop the clock and get them, to be able to punt the ball out. But that clock running down to 52 seconds and on the move. And actually lots of 1 on the play makes it 2nd and 11. And Jay Smalley, number 80, had checked into the defense for Rutland, and he's right there on the end. And again, Hanukkah taking his time, come up under center. It's Reedy, the center. But pitch plays pretty risky back there. And McCormick will duck up inside, keep those legs going. See how Collin just keeps his legs chomping away. He'll get it up to the 10-yard line, and that will leave 20 seconds on the clock. And we're just about set to go halftime at this 2007 MSJ Rutland football game. Yeah, and Piante in on the tackle for Rutland. In 3 seconds, 2 seconds, that'll be the half, and it'll be 21-0 Rutland at the break from St. Peter's Field on PEGTV. To stomp their feet as we get set here for the second half of play, and they need something big to happen early for them. They're down 21 points. That's going to go line drive kick from Cussell, will come right down to Dorian. He's got a wall set up, and he's going to make something big happen. I don't see any flags anywhere, and Rob Dorian is going to be involved in the 4th score of the game. He's thrown a touchdown pass, ran for one, handed off on one. He's been the point extra kicks. He's got a 2-point conversion, and now he's returned one for a touchdown. And again, I don't see any flags anywhere. And so much for MSJ making something big happen. It's going to be 83-yard. The first play of the second half, 83-yard TD run on the kickoff by Robbie Dorian. 13 seconds off the clock, and MSJ in the driving rain now, down 27-0. And of course, Dorian, when he get a chance to catch his breath, he'll have to kick the extra point here. And Bassett will be the holder, number 2. And they're just such a good athlete. At any, like I said, Legion ball or during the basketball season, and here on the football field. And he's responding. He's having a big game here against MSJ. And that's going to be good. So he'll nail that one, and they'll make it 28-0 Rutland. And we'll have the Rutland kickoff when we come back up from the fade. Ian Patch, 63. Should mention some of these guys who don't get a lot of playing time. They're out on the kickoff team. You got Ian Patch. There's Matt Messier right there. And we'll have the kickoff coming up now for Rutland High School. It's been big plays. They've had that 73-yard touchdown catch and run. Then that 83-yard touchdown run there on the kickoff. And it's going to be squirting through the legs. Live ball picked up, and Mercado looking to get to the outside, waiting for the blocks to develop, and no, not bad. He's going to be around the 35-yard line when the whistle blows. And they'll bring out the offensive unit now for MSJ. Unfortunately, we haven't had injuries today. We've had some penalties and stoppage and play like that, but again, the rain probably just before the game started was coming down this heavy. Now it's really coming down here. Going to make it very hard to throw the ball. Down 28 points. Got to play from uphill, play catch-up football. Again, Willie Haddock, the senior quarterback for the Mounties, coming out number 10. MSJ at 0-8 right now, and last MSJ team to beat Rutland High School was MSJ's champion. Oh, that's going to be for a loss. Oh, they were just right in the backfield. Again, they run a very limited amount of different style of plays there, and that's going to be a big loss on the play of 4 yards. I'll make it 2nd and 14. Was 22-15 MSJ won that year behind Mike Keenan and Mike Hackett, and that was the year MSJ went on to play Middlebury for the championship. Sean Hurley was the quarterback for Rutland, and Joe Brown was the running back, and it was actually 15-7, I believe, at halftime Rutland that year. And since that point, MSJ's gone on a big drought against the Raiders. And boy, Cussell came out with a nice block on Bassett, and yeah, nice duck underneath by McCormick. Got the most he could out of the play. They'll bring up 3rd and long. They'll bring Leighton Thayer started to come back out. Kalahara will come out of the game, number 88, and see how long they're waiting for the play to come in. There's just been something that's been going on all season. They just had to wait until the last second, get the play, relay it to the players, and again, officials trying so hard to keep the ball dry, and it's just basically impossible. But they've done a good job today. It's been a very well refereed and officiated game, and MSJ with 3rd down and long. That I formation, 2 wideouts, 1 on each side, and that's going to be fumbled. Rutland will pick it up. Yeah, bad snap, bad exchange, and the Raiders will have the ball on the pickup. That was number 78 for Rutland out there, Justin Stewart. Stewart came up with the recovery. And man, what's that old expression, when it rains it pours? And that 83-yard kickoff return to start this quarter, and then the fumble, and Rutland's going to have the ball inside MSJ's 34-yard lines where the Raiders will set it up. And Dorian's still out there at the quarterback spot, and Akeem Evans is wide out, and see him just wait for the blocks, then split. Great balance. He'll be down near the 20-yard line. Just tremendous balance by Dorian, and it just glides. Always moving forward, always moving those feet. I love watching him play baseball, especially that center field. He's so good in center field. But MSJ's defense now getting worn down pretty good. They've been on the field a long time today. Rutland High School with that 28-point lead with 9:46 to go, just the 3rd quarter. Dave Boynton in the backfield, and Dave Boynton with the ball. Dave Boynton will get hit and roll forward, and I did a good job just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Possibly picked up a half a yard, and Dave Boynton, like I said, many running backs for Rutland, and he's a good one. He's a youngster, and he's going to be around. He's a good-looking running back out there. He's only a sophomore. He'll come out of the ball game along with LaFossil, and I'm waiting to see what the new backfield will look like here. We'll have McCormick and Beerworth Yeah, so Justin McCormick is number 10, and Connor Beerworth is 34. And that's McCormick, yeah, trying to follow the blocks. And this time MSJ didn't over pursuit. They filled the gap up, and that'll be brought down shy of the first down. That'll bring up a 3rd and 6. Again, you got the really big show number 12. That'll be shown all through the month of November on Channel 15. That's the United Way fundraiser. It's a talent show held at the Paramount Theater, and all the proceeds go to the United Way of Rutland County. And of course, the Halloween parade. We'll see it live on Channel 15, but it'll also be shown throughout the month of November on tape delayed. And Tom Leopold wants me to remind you that games of the week start Saturday afternoons at 4 o'clock. And this is McCormick, and Scholdice got a piece of him and dragged him down. So there's been 3 fumbles in the ball game, 2 by Rutland, 1 by MSJ. And MSJ recovered both the Rutland's fumbles, and Rutland recovered MSJ's fumbles, so I guess it all kind of works out. Also, with this will be my final football game for the season. MSJ didn't qualify for the playoffs, so I will have Mill River boys soccer action for you coming at a later date as they're in the semifinals. And oh, there's a flag. Okay, I missed that. There's a flag way over there, and we'll see what the flag is for. Stevie Meyer will trudge through that muck on the field, that mud and water, and he's going to call a procedure, yeah, on Rutland. Yeah, so they'll push it back, and they'll just give Rutland maybe a different play call here. They're still going to go for it. And once the Mill River boys finish up their season in soccer, I'll have CSJ basketball, boys and girls basketball for you. Of course, they'll start earlier than the high schools will, and then of course I'll have my standard West Rutland girls basketball, Mill River boys and girls basketball, MSJ boys and girls basketball. Dorian with the ball fake, all kinds of time to make the throw, and just came up short. Yeah, just short-armed it. He's looking for Beerworth and just short-armed it at his feet, and that will be a 4th down. And I'm waiting to see what they want to do on 4th down. And again, that Rutland coaching staff has Mickey Caligiuri, Jake Eaton, Jerry Caruso, Pat Abatel, John Wallet, Tim Paquette, Steve Wolf, and Neiman Gross. And they're going to go for it here as they'll bring Dorian back into the huddle. And on 4th, and call it a long 11, call it 12 yards actually if you want to get technical. 3-step drop, and the throw, and through the hands of Akeem Evans. And he probably would have had a touchdown if he held on to it. Again, hard conditions to catch the ball right now with that rain coming down. But Rutland will stall it out on 4th down. They didn't convert that fumble into points. MSJ will take the ball over at the 24-yard line. And Haddock getting last-minute instructions. We'll jog out there. And again, Willie's had a complete ride in his career. Remember, he took over for Carl Ojala when Ojala got injured, and MSJ went on with Haddock at quarterback to win the state championship against Hartford. Then they had an average season after that, the next season, and now this year at 0-8, looking at 0-9. Yeah, McCormick trying to go up the gut, and he'll be stopped after a short gain of 2 yards. And he has done a bulk of the ball carrying today for MSJ. Yeah, Kalahara coming in, number 88 for MSJ. He'll carry the play in. Yeah, don't forget, too, with the holiday season coming up, Channel 15 will bring you a lot of local holiday events, but also you go to the education channel, Channel 20, and that's when you'll see the schools and the elementary schools and high schools with their holiday concerts, holiday events and stuff like that. So you see Chris McCormick, the program director of Channel 20, you'll be able to see a lot of the local holiday stuff. Fumble there, picked up, and Haddock will just dive on it. Smart play, just get on top of the ball. He turned to give it to his running back. They literally bumped into each other. And Willie explained it to McCormick on what was supposed to happen. It didn't happen. They'll bring up a 3rd and 11 for MSJ. 6:51 to go, and it wasn't a big crowd to begin with for an MSJ Rutland game, but it's gotten very small since halftime when the rain just coming down. Again, the Raiders, in case you don't know it, they're in the white with the red lettering, and MSJ with the dark green and the gold helmets. The opening play of this 3rd quarter was a kickoff by MSJ to Rutland. Rob Dorian got it and took it 83 yards for a touchdown. High snap handled by Haddock. And just nowhere, yeah. He was smart. He had no time to throw the ball. And Smalley comes in, number 8, and he'll make the tackle. He'll get the sack, and it'll be a punt now coming up. And this, not that it can get any worse for MSJ, but they'll be punting from inside their end zone. And boy, you never want a bad snap or anything, but you gotta be real careful here. You see Sexton right there going into the end zone, and be about a yard deep when he receives the ball. We're in the rain on Munger Vision from St. Petersfield. And that is a line drive. People get a roll. He'll get a bounce up to the 50. Crosses into Raider territory. He'll be at the 46-yard line. So Rutland will take over on the 46-yard line. And see if they come back out with their starting offense. I mean, I really expect them to do that because that's their style. Yeah, and here they are. And again, you get a lot of the coming schedules for the basketball season by going to the website and going to viewmyschedule.com. Plug in like CSJ or Mill River or MSJ, and they'll give you the schedules for boys and girls basketball action. Got MSJ hockey coming up. Chris Creed and his MSJ hockey team. Big expectations this season. And there's the pitch play to Perry, and Perry just explodes to the hole. And big hit in the hole. Big hit in the hole. That was Cussell that came up and just nailed him. Perry will pop back up, and he picked up good yardage, but that was a nice collision there at the end of the play. And he got almost 6 yards out of the play, and that's on a first down run. Clock will continue to run. He stayed in bounds. Haddock will come in now and play double duty. He'll play on the defensive side also. You got to figure it's Willie's last game. Might play in a north-south game. I'm not sure of that, but last game here as far as being on his home turf. And they got a chance, and they'll bring him down. Loss on the play as Louis Altabel got in there and brought down Dave Boynton. So one of the rare times that MSJ defense was able to penetrate that blocking of the Rutland offense and bring him down. Again, the MSJ coaching staff should mention again is Chip Forts, the head coach, Brian Coombs, Jerry Kuchar, Dave Tibbs, Nate Trainer, Pat Genovese, the principals, Paulo Zancanaro, and Marty McDonough is the athletic director here at the Mount. MSJ basketball, the new women's basketball coach, that's going to be Nate Trainer. Pat Paquette's the new boys varsity basketball coach, so pretty excited about the upcoming basketball seasons here at MSJ. Dorian again off that quick snap count will take the ball, and he's got, oh, just what a job by Carmody. Number 50, John Carmody, and Haddock is there. But Carmody fought off the block twice and made the tackle and did a good job of just sticking with it. Now I'll bring up a 4th and 8. And now Mercado coming in, and he'll field the punt. Yeah, he's making, no, he's going to come out of the ball game. They're going to drop back Cussell and Haddock to field the punt here as Baker will go back into punt formation for Rutland High School. Again, he's looking for a good snap, and it's blocked. It's blocked. MSJ's blocked the punt. It was a snap that came to the left side. Baker, he made the adjustment, got the ball, but then the kick blocked. And the Maui's will be at the Raider 35-yard line. Battagliano getting all the high fives. So I got a feeling that's Mark Battagliano that made the block. But MSJ's already recovered 2 fumbles. Now the block punt. Now they got to make something happen with it. Again, a good stand by MSJ that time, both defensively and then on that setup for the punt. And they'll have McCarthy come out and game out of the huddle before the center. That's unusual. Reedy there now. And again, MSJ had opportunities coupled today, and they've yet to be able to really make it work. And they're looking, and oh, he tipped it up away from the defensive back and almost made the catch. Brandon Mercado, because he's been their big play guy all season, and did a nice job of getting that ball tipped away from Rutland's number 33, Tom Pepp. Yeah, so not only did he knock it away from Pepp, but then he almost was able to turn around and catch the deflection himself. That'll stop the clock with 3:26 to go in the third quarter. Now I'll bring up a second and 10. Cussell and McCormick in the backfield. Mercado, and I believe that's Kalahara. As Attica just kept and brought it forward and picked up 6.5, almost 7 yards on the play. Yeah, so that'll bring up, well, actually 5, so 3rd and 5. And again, you can get a lot of information about scheduling, and if you want to be involved with public access television by going to the website at www.pegtv.com. And if you don't have access to the internet, you can also just go ahead and use the phone and go 747-0151. MSJ, you got to believe, is going to go for it on 2 downs here if they don't get it. And McCormick grinding forward. He'll be held short of the first down. In on the tackle is number 54, Logan Crisconco. And again, I don't see any harm in going for it right here. At this part. I gotta see Kalahara coming. I would imagine they'd want to keep the ball in Haddock's hands, whether again spring him wide, sprint him out, give him the chance to turn up the field, or throw the little short pass. But 4th down and 5 yards. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. And yeah, he's going to be under a lot of pressure. And yeah, I don't think if even McCormick caught it, he would have made it, as Chris Conco was there, and that'll be ball going over on downs. Just want to show you the guy with the worst job in the media is right there. It's Chris Thayer. He's out with a handheld mic in the pouring rain, and I can't imagine what reports he's giving them from the 30-yard line, 30 to 30 like that, with 1:54 to go in a 28-0 3rd quarter game. But hey, his heart's in it. And again, Dorian back out there. Has been involved in all the scoring today. Jeff Perry, oh, he's found some space and just keeps those legs churning. That's what's so good about Perry. A, his instincts, but B, he's physically gifted. And just never let the legs just kept right on him moving. Good pickup, 1st down by Perry. Of course, Perry, again, a basketball player, a baseball player, a football player, and does them all very well. Like I say hi to his mom and dad. They're always big supporters of Munger Vision. Like Beth and John Kernan, always big supporters of Munger Vision. And so, with the clock down to just 1.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, rain was supposed to stop at 2:30. We'll see. It's going to be awful close to 2:30. Again, just, yeah, that offensive line of Rutland has just been cranking out yards there for the running backs to, holes for the running backs to run through, and no difference there. And I'm just seeing the clock hit the minute mark to go. Scholdice coming in 61 for MSJ. He will replace Reedy, 65, and Rutland right at midfield, the ball right on the 50-yard line. Not a lot of suspense about how the game is really going to go today. Boy, Cussell again with the big hit, but the legs keep going against the Raider running backs. Very well schooled. Again, most of them play like Dave Boynton getting up right there. I'm sorry, that's LaFaso. That's Boynton. They go to that Jimmy Shortle, Mike Mullen, Rutland Rec program, 7th, 8th grade tackle football, and he gets them all ready for these high school coaches. So they're, pretty much getting a pretty polished product by the time the players get up to the high school level. I'm like, so hi to Jimmy Shortle. I would hope he's smart enough not to come out in the weather and watch this game. He can stay home and watch it on Channel 15. Ball at the Mountie 44. That was the 1st down play. And this could be, boy, it's just a matter of, does he have enough gas to outrun him? No, Haddock will chase him down. That was a big run by Kyle Piontek. And tell you what, he was motoring. And Haddock came over and made the tackle with 26 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Well, he was Zach Johnson, number 12, also in the ball game right now for Rutland High School. And they're going to have Boynt and Piontek in the backfield for Rutland, as this will probably be the final play of the quarter. Now he's near but not in the end zone. And that's going to be 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Got McCarthy and Scholdice there on the tackle. And they'll switch ends of the field, and we'll have the fourth quarter start with Rutland knocking on the door, looking for point number 34. And Chris Reedy coming out just a tad late there to get in the huddle. He's got plenty of time. Rutland again with Piontek and Boynton in the backfield. Dorian, the quarterback, there inside the red zone, actually inside the 5-yard line. They're up by 28. And boy, look at the push by the offensive line. Touchdown Rutland. Makes it 34-0. So they started this second half off with a score, and they're starting to start the fourth quarter off with a score. So 34-0 Rutland. And they'll set up for the extra point here. And Dorian waiting for the tee to come in. And yeah, there's Rob with it. And he'll get set. He'll spot the ball. And he's missed just one today, and they made that up on a 2-point conversion later on in their offensive try. Bassett will be the holder, number 2, and he'll set the ball down and kind of find a happy medium here as far as getting the goalpost in. I tell you, the people sticking around, they're diehard fans. And it'll be good, and it'll be 35-0, just underway in the fourth quarter. Rutland and well in control of this one in 2007. Once again, Mr. Dorian will get set to kick the ball away here. And goes skips past Cussell, and that's going to be a touchback. It'll come out to the 20-yard line and skids into the end zone, and the Mounties will come back out with Willie Haddock. There's Will. See him getting his last talk. I think it's Jerry Kuchar talking to him. Yep. Yeah, cooling off too. Now he's at raining hard, but cooling off now. And Chip Fort, the head coach, one last word of advice for Willie Haddock. And again, nothing but respect and admiration for this MSJ squad. Like I said, they show up for practices, they play hard, they go whistle to whistle, and they stuck with it all season long. And that's a big credit to all those young men in green out there and the coaching staff for MSJ. Now with 11:57 to go, I have no idea what's in their game plan. I don't know. They're asking about the ball. There's a ball in the end zone. They're trying to tell the official. And Stevie said, let it go. Okay. So Haddock now with a new towel. And it's a long towel. It looks like it could become a hazard out there. He'll get his helmet snapped up, get under center, and bobble the snap. And I think Rutland got it again. Yeah, Raiders will recover, and I believe it was Stewart again, number 78. Stewart, that's his second fumble recovery today. So Stewart with 2 fumble recoveries, unofficially. And yeah, you can see the frustration with Scholdice out there as he picked up a bunch of the wet sod and threw it down. So they'll turn the ball over. And we have a new quarterback, I believe, coming out for Rutland High School. Trevor Olson, John's son, coming out. So Trevor Olson will be the new quarterback for Rutland High School here with just a little bit of 14 seconds gone in this fourth quarter, sorry. 35-0 Rutland. And Olson, who did get to start the game this year, and that's Boynton brought down. Ritter got him from behind, and then Carmody and Scholdice came up and insisted on the tackle. Ritter and Carmody on the tackle. Yeah, and I'm talking about Steve a lot, but Barry Keefe out there, and of course Barry's a good old guy, and I'd like to say hi to Barry in case he watches the broadcast later and checks himself out, but he's done a good job. They all have. And it looks like he'll leave Ritter in the ball game for MSJ number 71. He's got Nalbach, Sexton, Scholdice, and Altabel out there with him. And again, Olson, the new quarterback, will run a pitch play, and nice cutback by Boynton, who's able to cut back up inside. Also out there is Jack Mube, number 42 for Rutland High School, to try to pick up some of the clean jerseys knowing they're new in the ball game. 49 out there for Rutland High School is Rick Lampman. So I remember him from Jimmy Shortle's program. I think he went to Rutland Town. 10:36 clock running here, and again 35-0, nothing in doubt here at St. Peter's Field. We'll finish up the football game, get ready for the Mill River Boys semifinal soccer action, and then move on to basketball. And Boynton having a little problem with the ball, able to get it back. Look at him fight forward, and Getting grinding it out on 3rd down, and going to be near the 15. I think when they spot it, he'll be just shy of the 15-yard line. And at this point, yeah, you would think just they're going to run for it. On a 4th and 6. I'd like to take this opportunity to also thank the MSJ community for allowing me to come back and videotape their football games and also be able to put on Channel 15. I greatly do appreciate that. I know the MSJ community appreciates it, and I'd like to thank the administration, the Athletic Association, and the whole fan base. Thank you very much. And got a Rutland timeout, so it's called timeout with 9:37 to go, up 35-0 over MSJ. And so Olsen with a 4th down play coming up, the new quarterback for the Raiders. And they'll go off the point, and they'll try to run just power football, and MSJ will hold them, and the Mounties will take over now on that 4th down play. They didn't convert. And the Mountie offense coming back out on the field, and I'm just waiting for the spot. I think he's going to have them at the 15-yard line. So basically, there was a no gain on the play. They'll set the ball down at the 15. You can see them trying their best to keep the ball dry. And again, the officials have done a very good job today in this football game. And with 9:29 to go, MSJ just trying to get a drive, get a score here, avoid the shutout. They've been shut out quite often this season. And wow, Rutland with another timeout. So that's 2 timeouts burned by the Raiders here in this 4th quarter of play, and we're all set to go now. And man in motion is McCormick, and they're going to run the little pass pitch to him. He's going to cut inside. Oh, nice job of recognizing the hole and cutting back. He fumbled and recovered it himself. Thinking that's got to be a pretty slick ball out there. And McCormick plays with a huge heart. He's out there and he's plugging away in the mud. And again, he read the block, saw the hole, cut up inside, and made good yardage. Picked up almost 8 yards on the play. Again, the last 3 games that I've seen here at home, McCormick's done the bulk of the ball carrying for MSJ. We'll see him on the sheet of ice next. He'll be out there playing hockey for Chris Creed. That rain not lighting up at all. 35-0. I just hope nobody stops the clock again. Let it keep running. They're going to run a little counter play. Rutland really saw that and read it, and yeah, he's going to go down and lose some yardage on the play, and the Raiders didn't bite on that at all. And yeah, it'll be down near the 20, if not right on the 20, and that's where they're going to spot the ball, is at the 20. And they'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for MSJ's. Been good discipline on that end of the line by the Raiders. That's a new jersey out there. Actually, it's a clean shirt, and I do not have a 79 listed for Rutland, so I can't tell you who he is. But he did a good job of staying at home. As we just hit the 8-minute mark left to play in the football game, and Rutland will move forward into the playoffs. MSJ will have their banquet and call it a season and see what they can redo about next year. And that's going to be, yeah, McCormick will fight forward, pick up a couple yards, and it'll be interesting to see now with a 4th and, no, about 2.5 yards if they're going to stay on the field and go for it. No, they're going to bring the kicking team out. And Ben Sexton, number 68, will be called upon to punt again. And for the conditions today, both teams have kicked the ball about as well as you can imagine. There's nobody back for Rutland to receive the punt. They're coming in after it. Yeah, and he had a problem catching it. He's going to get a roll, and it's going to be right on, literally right on midfield. So he came after the block, just didn't quite get there, and you can see Mercado kick up the puddles that are starting to form on the field. And with 7:06 to go, Trevor Olsen coming back out there to be the quarterback for Rutland. David Krause, new running back, 46, coming out for the Raiders. Of course, Dave played for Jimmy Shortle's Rutland Rec Pride Squad. That's a good program, too. I get to do a couple of his games a year at Jimmy Shortle's, and that's good football. I tell you what, those high school coaches don't realize what a luxury that is to have the grooming being taking place like that at that younger age level. So they understand tackle football and stuff. 35-0. Rutland had 2 second-half touchdowns. The 83-yard touchdown run on an opening kickoff here by Rob Dorian. And then the start first play of the fourth quarter, they had the touchdown scored also. So from a 21-0 halftime deficit, MSJ saw it grow to 35-0. And, you know, picked up 5 yards on that running play. I believe that was Krause on the carry. Again, that Rutland offensive line, big and deep and experienced, and they've been blowing holes. They've been controlling the line of scrimmage and pushing that MSJ line back, and that's a big hit. Somebody from the Mounties came up and really did a good job of sticking Jimmy Sullivan. So Jim Sullivan out there. I'd like to say hi to his dad and mom, Margot, and Chris Sullivan. Of course, his brother CJ played for MSJ here, was one of the captains, I believe, on at the tight end position. And Jimmy out there now. Got a chance to get the run. As they keep bringing in a lot of new faces and numbers out there now for Rutland High School. Well, that's just going forward. Kept the legs going, kept going forward. Yeah, and on fourth down, and you would almost think they would go for it. I can't second guess it because I'll be criticized, but see the yard marker on the far side. They're about a yard short, and the clock down to 5:13 to go. And I'm looking for Olson. Yeah, there he is. He's coming back in. He talked to our coach, Jake Eaton, over there, and he shall run the play. And they're at the MSJ 39-yard line, 41-yard line. I'm sorry, MSJ 41. And it shouldn't be hard to get out of the game today. Not a lot of people left to fight through the crowd. Yeah, Sullivan's going to have the first down. He'll go forward and pick up the first down. That'll give Rutland 4 new downs. And then real quickly go through the MSJ roster for you. Number 2 is Brendan Mercado. Joseph Chase is 3. Leighton Thayer 9. Willie Haddock at 10. Tim Sadowski is number 15. Number 21 is Johnny Bizon. Ben Sexton, 68. Mark Vitagliano, 25. Colin McCormick, 31. Richie Cussell, 32. Number 40 is Matt Messier. John Carmody, 50. 51, Mike Gatola. Louis Altavels, 54. And I'll pick it up from that point here in just a second. Flag on the play. They're going to blow the play dead. Yeah, before the carry. False start on Rutland. So I'll move the ball back a tad, and they'll just rerun first down and see Barry and Steve talking, and march it back, and the ball will be set down. Well, I want to call it the 40, roughly the 43, and they'll start the clock now. 55 is Alex Raymond. Josh Corellia wore 57. 59, Sean McCarthy. Bill Schuldai, 61. Ian Patch, 63. Chris Reedy is 65, and we'll get set for this play from the I formation with a slot and a wide out, and they got people moving, and yeah, he'll spin away. Oh, Carmody came up with McCarthy. Big hits out there, and they'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. And the clock down to 3:51 to go. Ryan Ritter's number 71, Justin Allback 75, Eric Laddebush 81, Nolan Rhodes 85, Brendan Taylor 86, and Yanni Kalahara is number 88. That's the MSJ squad for 2007. And Rutland with a 35-point lead right now. And Trevor Olson coming out to replace Rob Dorian. Dorian had a big day as usual. Oh boy. Yeah. Flags will fly, and getting a little sloppy. Yeah, encroachment. You see Stevie with the call. Now move the ball back the other way, the extra yardage now. They'll make up a second and a little bit shorter. Second and maybe 2.5 yards when they're done. And oh yeah, they called for rain, and they were right on the money. It is, it's raining. Right on the money. They don't do that when they call for sun. Here we go. And the pitch back, the ball handled. They'll cut inside, go forward for a couple yards on the play, and we'll set up a third down and very short now for Rutland High School. And again, 2:49 to go. MSJ able to recover a couple Rutland fumbles in that first half, but didn't advance them any further. Really couldn't get a consistent offense going. And then the Raider defense just really able to get a lot of, when the MSJ was trying to pass, they didn't give Haddock a lot of chance to pass because they harassed them and pressured them and would push the pocket back in on them. And they forgot the ball. It's on the ground, and they're fighting for it. And MSJ saying they've got their third recovery of the game. Yeah, MSJ will have their third fumble recovery of the day, and that's coming. Scholdice comes in with it. Bill Scholdice gets up, number 61. He's got the ball. And that'll happen with 2:18 to go in the football game. And Willie Haddock out there maybe for his last series as the MSJ quarterback of his high school career. And again, he'll have Cussell and McCormick in the backfield in that I formation, and they'll turn around and give it to McCormick. And boy, he broke some tackles, and McCormick to the outside, trying to get his footing, will be brought down over the 46-yard line. Cussell with some good blocking out ahead of him. McCormick with MSJ's longest play from scrimmage. And again, it's down 35, 0-8, but they keep playing hard. They play a lot of heart, and they just keep plugging away. MSJ now, with that first down run, will have the ball at the 48-yard line. Now set it down and get it going here. Trying to get one in the end zone. Oh boy, high snap, picked up, and got making the tackle. Will be around the 37. When they finish, I think they'll set it at 36. And I'm surprised.
That damn shotgun.
Yeah, shotgun in this weather, not a good combination. Yeah, it's going to bring up a second and, wow, 20-ish? Go 20-ish. Clock down to a minute 16 and running. You can see Lanabush check where he was on his side. He's the wide out on his near side. Mercado's on the far side, and they'll hand the ball off to McCormick. And yeah, and again, grinding it forward, picking up 3 or 4 yards on the play. Now bring up a third and long for MSJ, which is 49 seconds left in this football game. So again, it can pick you up with some more Munger Vision Sports, starting down at CSJ for basketball. And then when the high school season opens up, I'll see you at West Rutland for the girls basketball. I'll see you at Mill River for boys and girls basketball, and MSJ for boys and girls basketball. And of course, down at the rink, the field house for Chris Creed's MSJ ice hockey team. And with 22 seconds to go, they've got a new look in the backfield. They got Mercado in the backfield. They put McCormick. Usually he goes in motion from this point. No, they'll pitch to Mercado, and he's going to throw the ball back to Haddock. And it's going to be almost recepted, almost picked off. I think he caught it. He did catch it, Barry said. Barry Keefe said he caught it. A little razzle-dazzle here at the end with 3 seconds. And they'll stop the clock with 2 seconds. 2 seconds to go, and MSJ just going deep into the playbook. And they'll call timeout. So the Mounties will call a timeout with 2 seconds to go. And they'll have the ball at the 49-yard line. And we can only imagine what they're going to come out with here. It'll have to be something spectacular to get 51 yards and in the end zone. Again, a website for Channel 15 PEGTV. Well, actually, it's for Channel 15, 20, and 21. It's easy. You just go to www.pegtv.com, and that stands for Public Education and Government. It's community television. And again, if you don't have access to the internet, what do? Live in a cave? But in case you don't, you can call them on the phone at 747-0151. And I just can't imagine what Coach Kuchar came up with for a play. Half the team's in the huddle, half the team isn't. There we go. And Ian Pat, 63 out there for MSJ. And barring a defensive penalty, this should be the last play of the football game. Unless they score, and then they get, of course, to go for the extra point or whatever. They'll pitch it back to Mercado. And he puts a lot of air in underneath the ball, and that's the ball game. He'll hit the curve, no flags on the play, and that's going to be Rutland 35, MSJ 0. That'll end MSJ's season. Rutland will move on to the playoffs. A good job by both teams the players, I mean, and officials did a good job. The fans, you're tough. You stuck out there and hung out with it.